All right, hey everybody, welcome back. We got one more video here for you. I found was pretty cool. This article from Auto Evolution. This was compares the Ram HD 6.4 Hemi V8 with the Ram HD 6.7 turbo diesel, and it's pretty interesting. They get pretty detailed in here, so I thought I would share it with you. We're going to go through it and look at some of this stuff. It says basically also consider what your ideal Ram HD will be used for. That being said, both engines have their strong points and weaknesses. The 6.7 Cummins, for example, is notorious for its Bosch-supplied CP4 fuel pumps that may fail prematurely. Ram also, they went back to the CP3, then they went to the new CP8, but Ram and Cummins returned to the older CP3 designed in 2021, and current iteration of it now is a CP8 high-pressure fuel pump, but that was a big problem. Even my 2019 was under a recall for that. The Ram HD specification for the 6.4 liter Hemi is known for multiple displacement system, MDS, okay, for the MDS problems, which is cylinder deactivation and lifter issues, along with exhaust manifold leaks. That being said, let's kick off this piece and take a closer look at the big gas engine version of the free-breathing 392 mil. That's the 392 because it's confusing because they have multiple 392s. Hemis for when it comes to Ram. They have multiple different variations of the 392. We're talking about the truck one. Here they go on to explain the differences, but we're talking about it. It says here, we can focus on the 6.4 big gas engine of the Ram HD line. As implied, this fellow differs from the 392 in a Durango. And basically, when it comes to certain modifications, enhanced durability, will both mills offer cast iron blocks with aluminum twin plug cylinder heads. The big gas engine, the truck version, the Hemi for the truck, is running slightly lower compression ratio. While it may seem silly to make a small difference, lower compression ratios allows the use of lower quality dinosaur juice and reduces the risk of detonation. Spark knock, okay, pre-ignition, that's a bad thing, and since it uses a lower compression ratio, you can run 87 octane in it. The BGE, big gas engine, they call it, lumps further stand out by reinforced high nickel blocks with shorter water jackets for extra strength. The Ram HD engineers use different hyper-neurotic aluminum pistons anyway from the 392 of the Durango, with the said pistons enabling the lower compression ratio. The cam is also different. Chrysler focused on producing more torque at lower speeds. Obviously enough, its design is influenced by the more restrictive intake and exhaust manifolds of the Ram HD truck engine, carrying either BG or BGE casting marks on the side of the back of the block. Featuring deep skirt design with forged steel crankshaft, the Ram's HD gas-drinking powertrain further sweetens the deal with cross-bolted main bearing caps and 356 aluminum cylinder heads instead of the 319 for the SRT, which is the Durango, the Hellcat, that kind of 392. Powdered metal is used in the I-beam connecting rods, and its bell housing bolt pattern is largely similar to that of the 5.9 liter Magnum. Equipped with port fuel injection rather than direct ejection, the 6.4 liter Colossus isn't exactly archaic. Why do people feel they got to use all these weird words? In addition, variable timing. Okay, it does have variable cam timing, so that's kind of a bummer. There's also a multi-displacement system, which is your cylinder deactivation, and those are there, and it's a shame because it's the only HD engine that still has, or that has multiple, or that has cylinder deactivation. That's definitely upsetting. But here we go right here. 2025 3500 max power is produced at 5600 RPMs versus 4000 for the max torque. Forgot to say here too, for 2025 the numbers are 405 or 375 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque for this 6.4. I own this motor. It's in my Power Wagon. It says right here too, the oil capacity for this thing is 7 quarts or just over 6.6 liters of OW40. See that? Look at that nice number 40 right there. See how nice that is? Instead of the days of 20 and 16 and 8 that we're dealing with today, we still use good old-fashioned 40 weight oil. We love it right there. And then you get the Mopar 10-year, 150,000 Formula OT coolant. You got 16.6 quarts of coolant that goes into it. Prices on here, they're going to vary from that kind of stuff. The rear-wheel drive, single rear wheels, and the 8-foot bed in this configuration. Payload tops out for the Hemi version at $3,940. And the equivalent 3,500 trucks you can get, you can see here your payload numbers up to 12,000 pounds. Towing wise on here, you can tow up to 17,750 or 18,150 depending, and then up to 21,250 if you're using it with a chassis cab. So you get some pretty good payload or towing and payload out of that Hemi. That's not bad. You can't argue with that. That's pretty dang good numbers for a old school V8 6.4 Hemi engine. Now here's where the 6.7 Cummins turbo diesel comes into play. The Cummins engines were updated for model year 2025, unleashed in January. The next-gen lump extends the Ram Cummins partnership through 2030 with Cummins and Ram being partnered together. Now they're going to tell you a little bit of history on it there if you want to read it. The latest 6.7 Cummins, the Columbus-based company, reverted to gray iron for the block in lieu of a compact graphite iron, thus addressing concerns about the long-term durability. Another big change for 2024 and earlier heavy-duty trucks with the 6.7 is the switch from a grid heater system to glow plugs now for reliability, cold weather starts. And on the forced induction side of business, the new 10-blade variable geometry turbo is featured. Snails come from Holset, which is owned by none other than Cummins itself. The relationship between Holset and Cummins took a significant turn in 73 with the acquisition. Anyway, again, tangents, offsets. But the redesigned cylinder head is on the menu for year 2025 as well, along with high-pressure fuel delivery system that includes a redesigned pump, top feed dry service injectors, improved pressure capability, and cooling as needed to be highlighted. Serviceability. The fuel filters and oil filters have been relocated top side of the motor. We knew that as well too. The crossover pipes are now external to the valve cover, and the intake manifold is new as well. Even though it resembles a Bosch CP4 pump, the CP8 for 2025 model boasts new internals for improvement in power, potential, and fuel economy. The Bosch CP8 pump handles up to 2,200 bar or 30,000 psi of pressure. I think all they did was it also handles better fuel changes, like the crap quality fuel that we deal with, which is a big problem for the Bosch when you get junky diesel fuel. That's where a lot of that failure came in, and I think the Bosch CP4 addresses that also. Still a hydraulic lifter issue, which is bad. That's where a lot of the problems come in now. The engine runs pretty similar valve train componentry as its predecessor. Latest 6.7 from Cummins also promises to be quieter due to helical valve train synchronization gears, beefier pistons, larger valves for improved port flow, pretty much round off the list of changes from the old engine. They've also switched to the new ZF 8-speed for both of these engines, the new Torque Flight HD from Ram, but this is made by ZF. This transmission is for both of them. Both the 6.4 Hemi and the 6.7 Cummins get the variation of this 8 HP 75 transmission, the intercooler turbo diesel with 666.90 cubic centimeters to its name. It delivers 430 horsepower at 2,800 revolutions per minute and 1,075 pound-feet of torque. This thing is a beast. And look at that. This is 430 pound-feet of 430 horsepower, 2,800 versus whatever the other one was. This truck was at 5,600 horsepower wherever we saw that at. It gave us the numbers on here. 405 at 5,600 RPMs. Okay, diesels make that power down low and they do it well. It's also why we love it inline. Okay, and so there it is. Basically, I think we pretty much covered. Here's your tow numbers. Payload for this thing, you're talking up to 2,750 pounds. If you go with the dual rear wheel, you can get all the way up to 1,100 or 11,190 pounds. Towing, however, I'm looking here again, trying to read through this stuff here. Right here, 2025 max trailer weight rating is 20,000 pounds for the 3,500. And if you go up to the chassis cab models, or the The 2500 is 20,000 pounds. 3,500 pounds is 3,606,000 pounds, and a chassis cab is 35,000 pounds. So you can pull some serious weight with these things, no doubt about it. Customers who intend to use a Ram for hauling stuff on a daily basis are better off with a 6.4 liter Hemi. Very interesting. Which is also easier to service. True. The gas drinking lump is a better choice for those who don't intend to pull a lot of miles on a yearly basis. I agree. Diesel today is a headache. It's a big headache. But Ram HD customers who drive in excess of 10,000 miles annual can't go wrong by choosing the Cummins. Yet going with the Cummins route also means higher service and maintenance cost. And at the end of the day, it's far more complex engine that is overwhelmingly preferred by commercial truck drivers. There it is for you. So $13,000 upgrade to go to the Cummins over the Hemi up front also. So man, that was a very hard article to read. God, I wish people could write a little better, or I could read a little better, one or the other. But somebody's got a problem here. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.